Hi everyone, Anitra here, and I wanted to show you the altered matchboxes I made for Teresa's swap over at Your Paper Pantry. This month's theme was Vintage Valentine. We were to make 3 altered matchboxes to trade out and include like a little small treasure inside the matchbox. So these are the matchboxes I made. This is the first one. And this little matchbox I just purchased from Hobby Lobby, and I used a image from Crafty Secrets heartwarming vintage sticker sheet, and I wrapped it with some Prima paper, and I'm thinking this one's called Almanac or something like that. I'm not really sure. Type something. Anyway, so it's Prima paper, and then I added some little rhinestone trim here, seam binding, a little crochet doily, and I added this little bauble here. And then inside I have my little treasures. I wasn't really sure what to put in there, so I kind of just put what I thought was a nice little treasure, and I just packaged them on a tag like this, again using that same paper line, which I can't think about what it's called right now. I know it's by Prima though, and I just used some seam binding to hang, because they had to hang. You had to be able to hang them. And then I just have my information on the back. So that's the first one. And then I did a matchbox that I cut on my Cricut, and I think this was from the Tags, Bags, Boxes, and More cartridge. And I couldn't get it the right size, so this is a little larger than the other ones. And again, I used the same paper from Prima. I wish I remember what that paper is, but I can't think of it. Some more seam binding, some crocheted lace, and then for this one, I don't know if you'll be able to see it, but I added like some chain on the bottom, and I looped it. There's double loops, and then a bauble hangs from the middle, and I made my own little I used some wire and used my round nose pliers to make these little loops, and then I punched holes through the bottom of the matchbox to slip them down in there. So that actually worked out pretty good for me, shaping the wire where I needed it. And so this is how this hangs, like that. And I used a little image again from the heartwarming vintage sticker sheet from Crafty Secrets, some seam binding, and a Prima flower. And then there's like little treasures inside. There's that one. And the third one I used more of like a shabby chic type look to it. I get confused sometimes as far as the vintage and then shabby chic. So this one went more shabby, and I know this one is a Prima paper, but it's the fairy rhymes. And then here's the tag, and I thought this one came out super cute too. I used a lot of lace on here. I used some vintage lace and some lace that my mom had picked up for me at like a thrift store. And then this little image is from an Etsy store, and I just punched it out and then added some stickles on it. And this has 3 little charms that hang down. And on these I just use instead of head pins, I use the eye pins, and I bent them and I adhered them down using E6000 on the inside of the box. And then I covered it with some lace on the inside, so you didn't really see all that mess that I put in there. And this also has like little treasures in it. This is just one of those Michael's flowers. Here's that vintage lace I was talking about, and I added some velvet pink ribbon. And then this little lace, this is the one that my mom had purchased for me at a thrift store, and it has like little pearls and sequins in it, and it wraps around the back. And then I have it hanging with just some seam binding. So those are my 3 matchboxes, and Teresa always comes up with the cutest swaps. I really like her swaps on that Romantic Cottage group, and I think she's considering doing an altered salt and pepper shaker, so we could put glitter in our little shakers. And I think that's such a good idea, because me and glitter just were not working this week. In my next project, you'll see why. I signed up for Shelly's 75% kit challenge, and I'll do another video on that one. But these are my 3 that I'm sending off. So they're going to be in the mail today, hopefully, Teresa. In my area, there's a winter weather advisory, so the roads are a little icy, and here where I live in Texas, we just don't do ice, so the whole city just pretty much shuts down. But anyway, that's it for me. Thanks for watching, everyone. Bye-bye.